Since the announcement of Smash Ultimate, we the community have been taken on a wild ride. From the announcement of every previous fighter coming back, to the announcement of all the newcomers, such as Incineroar, Inkling, Ridley, King K. Rool, Piranha Plant, and more recently Joker from Persona 5, I think it's safe to say that when it comes to the DLC of Smash Ultimate, we really don't know who is next. So today, I'm gonna share with you guys exactly who I would like the next 4 DLC characters in Smash Ultimate to be. So without further ado, let's start. Starting off this list is Travis Touchdown, the main character of No More Heroes 1 and 2. I believe Travis would transition well into Smash. Coming from an action RPG, he has a wide array of skills and moves that would fit so well in Smash. He would have an interesting mechanic when it comes to his sword, where it's similar to Robin, where his sword has a charge that could deplete with smash attacks or certain moves, but unlike Robin, he could recharge his sword's energy. Plus, in his games he uses grappling and wrestling moves, so he could be some kind of mix between a sword user and a grappler. Like his A moves and smash attacks could all be sword swings, but his B moves could also be, you know, some grappling moves where he does some wrestling moves, or better yet, his like jab is a grappling move, like a basic 1-2-3 swing. Then his smash attacks, all his smash attacks incorporate him using his sword, swinging it around. Some of his aerials involve using the sword, but then his side B, his down B, and obviously his grab could be wrestling moves, things similar to Incineroar. But I know a lot of people are probably sick and tired of us getting sword characters in Smash, but I believe Travis has enough things going for him that he would be a much different playstyle than just the regular old sword character, and he would be a breath of fresh air. For his stage though, I wouldn't know what would be a good stage for him. Maybe something along the lines of where he fought a boss or the motel parking lot, something like that. But when it comes to music though, I really haven't played No More Heroes, but I do know of one good song, and that is Philistine. And Philistine, if Travis gets into Smash, I hope Philistine, more importantly the Japanese version, is in the game because that song is a banger. Plus, No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again is coming to the Nintendo Switch exclusively, so I think that would be a great way to both promote that game and the inevitable No More Heroes 3. Back in the era of the Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64 revolutionized the world with the introduction of the 3D collectathon genre. Many companies tried to do the same thing and make their own 3D collectathon, but none of those games left as much of a mark as Banjo and Kazooie. Honestly speaking, I feel like if Rare wasn't acquired by Microsoft back in 2002, then Banjo and Kazooie would have been added into Smash by now. Banjo and Kazooie have a unique array of moves that could be taken from their platform game and put into Smash. And I'm talking about Banjo Kazooie 1 and 2, not nuts and bolts. No, I don't think I want to even see a representation of nuts and bolts in Smash. Like, maybe they could use his model from nuts and bolts, but that's about it. But I would like it to keep the cartoony N64 Banjo Kazooie, and they use a moveset strictly inspired by those two games between Banjo 1 and Banjo Tooie. You know, Banjo could use his backpack in certain moves. He could use Kazooie to shoot eggs, or Kazooie can herself just come out and just start pecking people. Like, it would be cool and interesting, similar to how Duck Hunt Dog is, and it'd be like that zany, quirky kind of character, which I think Smash needs, because it is a fighting game, but it is a Nintendo fighting game, and I think Banjo Kazooie would add that Nintendo charm that they had in the N64. Even though they weren't a Nintendo property character, they still had that similar Nintendo charm. And Rare and Nintendo, I don't know if they're on good hands, but Phil Spencer, the vice president of Xbox, said that, you know, he's down for Banjo, so we're just waiting on Sakurai to do it. I feel like the day where Banjo and Kazooie come to Smash is inevitable. They've waited long enough, and so have we. Alright, so Monster Hunter as a series has been like the only game series that's been keeping Capcom afloat all these years. And in Japan, Monster Hunter is like the biggest video game series like ever. Plus, it's growing in the United States. So why not celebrate that love for Monster Hunter by putting a Monster Hunter character in Smash? I mean, we already have the Rathalos, so let's just go deep dive in and bring a Monster Hunter character to Smash. When it comes to the character and how they would play and how they would look and feel, I'm thinking of how the character was envisioned in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. You know, it would be a hunter character with a specific hunter gear, like it could be the Rathalos armor or whatever, male or female, and they just use a wide array of Monster Hunter weapons. You know, smash attacks use the great sword, you know, tilts use the demon blades, A and B can use the arrows or something, or the long blade. You know, it could be a huge, they could get really unique. Like jab 1 brings out the sword, jab 2 they come out with the lance, and then jab 3 they end with the great sword. It could be really cool and really interesting. So I understand Capcom has 3 reps, you know, Mega Man and then the Street Fighter boys, but I think Monster Hunter in itself is just like become such a huge thing in Japan that it would be a crime to not represent that in Smash. And I know the Rathalos is kind of like that representation, but I think Monster Hunter fans deserve to have their series represented with a character in Smash instead of just a boss character. And plus, those Monster Hunter fans would go to Smash to play Smash, and then they would become Smash Bro fans, so everybody wins. Now, I know many people want an indie character in Smash due to the rise in popularity of indie games to the mainstream. And while many indie game characters I think would fit perfectly in Smash, there's only one indie character that I want in Smash, and that's Goku from Cave Story. Cave Story as a game has been like the only indie title that has been exclusively on Nintendo products. Like, yeah, it got a Steam version, but the game originated on PC, so just look the other way on that one. Cave Story, while on Nintendo products and on Nintendo's market, has been getting a lot of love. It got a port on the 3DS and another port on the DSi, like a WiiWare port, and it's got a 3DS remake. Cave Story has gotten a lot of love. Quote has gotten a lot of love from Nintendo, and I think that the only character deserving to be in Smash Ultimate that's an indie rep, for me at least, is Quote. When it comes to Quote's realization in Smash, I think that they should keep all his weapons in the game, but he should have some interesting mechanic where every weapon he has kind of has like ammo. All his A moves are him using his knife or like pistol whipping you with his damn guns, and his B weapons can be strictly his weapons, and all his B moves have ammo to them that recharge every single time you're not using it. His side B can be his machine gun, his up B can be the booster, his down B could be the rockets, you know, and his B could be the polar star. All of these weapons will have ammo to negate you spamming these moves, like how they kind of, you know, don't encourage you to spam in Cave Story itself. And then, you know, he will recharge from not using his weapons, and I think that's interesting and cool, and something that has, like, there have been characters with ammo in the game, but I would like to see Quote in Smash because I love him. I love Quote. I love Cave Story. It's an amazing game, and damn it, things that I love should be in Smash, or else Smash is trash. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I appreciate it so much. I want to know in the comments section below how much you guys have been loving Smash. Who's your main, and who are your 4 characters that you're hoping for DLC? That really isn't much else to it. Follow me on Twitter, you know, at ActuallyCrs, and send me photos of your cats and dogs. You know, I'd love to see that. Anyway, I have to get back to playing Smash Ultimate.